Hello everyone, I am Lily, and this is Spyro Year of the Dragon for the PlayStation. This game was developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Computer Entertainment America. It was released in 2000 in North America and Europe, and again in 2009 in North America and 2012 in Europe for the PlayStation Network. And I believe this is the only Spyro game on the PlayStation that was not released in Japan. I don't know why, but seemed kind of interesting. It is the third game in the Spyro series, last for the PlayStation, and the last developed by Insomniac, so no wonder they all kind of sucked after this one. It's the first Spyro game to feature other playable characters besides Spyro, and it was actually released in the Year of the Dragon. I believe that is actually why it was called that, because the release date was in 2000, which really was the Year of the Dragon. So they are, pretty factual in their naming of this game, which I thought was pretty good, actually. So let's go ahead and start up a new game. And I forgot we can do this. I believe looks like you can't have the same icon as another save file on the same memory card, so we'll go with Sparks, because he's better anyway.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now, go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the Dragon Worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Worlds. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it.
Alright, so I'm not sure if the dragon eggs we are collecting here are the same as the small pink ones we collected in the first Spyro the Dragon game, but it does appear that they are coming back and it is all dragon eggs. There are no frozen dragons to release, no talismans, no orbs, gems of course still, but all dragon eggs. That is your reward for your main main objective of each level, and is your reward for your special thingies. Anyway, here we are in our first home world. It is very bright and happy. As the other games had a theme to their to their worlds, so does this one. The first game had sort of a now, I guess they were all named after types of dragons, like artisans, peacekeepers, beastmakers. These were all types of dragons that lived in that world. And that's where the names came from. In Spyro 2, they were named after seasons. Yeah, there was summer, autumn, and then winter. Was it summer? Yeah, Summer Force. Okay, yeah. And here we have our first dragon egg just hanging around. Each one does have a name, and they all have a little cute animation. They're not all unique. They do repeat some, but there are like 148 eggs in this game. So it is to be expected. And I guess we'll take a look. We have in this game, we have an atlas that is our guidebook. And here, yeah, we have sunrise, spring. They're all named after times of day. That is the theme for the worlds here. So anyway, and we do have 4 of them, 4 homeworlds. And then, yeah, the atlas is how we will keep track of what we got. We retain all of our abilities that we learned in Spyro 2. We don't need to buy and learn them again. We can swim. This water's not deep enough, but we can actually dive and do the full thing. We can head bash, and there's nothing here right now for me to show it, but we do retain the ability to climb. We do not need to learn that again. So that's kind of nice.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back up that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find an egg, our expertly trained armies will dispose of you and take it back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Alright, so Bianca is the very talkative lackey for the sorceress, our main bad guy of the game. And are you gonna tell me something I don't need to know? Yeah. So I will play all of the like game related text, like plot important text, but a lot of this is gonna be tutorial for like this world and like 3 levels in, so I'm gonna end up skipping a lot of that. Some characters do make an appearance again. We will come back and deal with this later. Some characters from Spyro 2 do make an appearance again in this game. And unfortunately, we do have Hunter again. I wasn't a big fan of him the first time around. He always had stupid shit for me to do. But he is back. No Elora, sadly. I actually did like her. But we do have Moneybags back and Zoe, the fairy, who saves our game and tells us how to do stuff. And like I said, here we have Hunter. And he is just teaching us how to glide. It's he mentioned that he sees a portal to a level over there, but like, yeah, we can see that ourselves. And this is basically just teaching us how to glide, but we do have an egg that we will get from this after. Are you gonna tell me again? Yes, because I'm supposed to actually follow him in order to get the egg. Same controls pretty much as Spyro 2, with the gliding and the hovering and whatnot. Yeah, blah blah blah. That one panted like a dog. But alright. Okay, at least we do have we got another egg out of that. That's very nice. And here we do have a super flying power-up, and she's gonna tell me that we have a superfly power-up. One that enhances our flying ability, not one that is super cool. It's superfly. I like that. Okay. It's fucking stupid. Not the game, just me. We actually don't need it to get any of these gems over here. So I'm just gonna collect those real quick and then go back and get it. We can get a dragon egg. I don't know if you saw briefly, there's one kind of at the mouth of a cave. We need this. That's how we get it. That's how we get that. If we stay near the top, and actually if we move fast enough and maneuver correctly enough. Oh. Alright, I think because obviously the egg is the most important thing there, I think it actually pulls you down because I didn't hover and I didn't fall and I didn't hit anything. And the second I went down, I actually was in the animation. But there's also a way to a 1-up, and I think it's just a 1-up. I don't know if there are gems there. I kind of hope there aren't, because this is just annoying enough for an optional thing. Well, it's up there. I unfortunately was just a hair too low, but I will go back for that later. Lives shouldn't be a problem. There's not a lot of opportunity for death here. And we get lives pretty readily, actually. Alright, mostly just collecting gems now, I guess. So there are a few more. Oh. There's an egg right here to get. That's cool. And then there should only be a couple more. So there are 400 gems in the... I believe in every homeworld there are 400 gems. But the number of gems in each level goes up by 100 in each successive homeworld. So starting here there are 400, in the next there are 5, then 6 and 700. Not every portal is open. Yeah, we have one here. And are you gonna tell me something, Hunter? Egg at the bottom of the lake. Okay, yeah, he's just telling me how to swim. We can get this egg at the bottom of the lake. Alright. Oh, cool. And that was our last egg. And now the annoying task of collecting gems underwater. This somehow is annoying. I think one of the reasons for that is, I want to say is because of like the hard maneuverability and the fact that you can't turn, and the only way to get this stuff, I mean you can turn, just not very well. The only way to get this stuff, is to charge. I don't know. I somehow don't care for it. There is a spark sign over here. We will deal with that a little later. And over here, we actually have a big balloon with some strings hanging down from that. That is how we will get to another world, but we will actually deal with that a little bit later. When we actually come to that and finish up everything here. You don't need to get all the eggs. It's actually not dependent upon that. But you do have certain things that won't open. Like this one, for example. This level that won't open until you have a certain number. A certain number of eggs. I think everything is going to be dependent upon the eggs. And now I am missing one gem in the homeworld, and that is really, really annoying. Let's see if we can find it without wasting too much time. God, having like 1 or 2 gems is really annoying. Like, it's worse than like... I feel like, you know, if you have like 10 or 15, you miss like a really big area with gems. You know, it's not just like... So that'll be easier to find, but if you have 1 or 2, that's like, that'll be a single gem. And then they end up being really irritating to find. Did I miss it underwater? Oh wait, I didn't come up here. Are you over here? No, yes. We need eggs to open that portal. Ooh, and I shouldn't stand right where I need the camera to go. Alright, time for hunting for gems. So early in the game, I had hoped it would take, you know, a little bit more time for that, but alas, this somehow seems totally appropriate. I don't think oh, it's right here, cool. All right. Well, now that I'm done being an idiot and I found everything, and we do have we don't have a little fanfare like we did in the second game, but we do have something that tells us that the level is complete, which is nice. And now let's come talk to Moneybags.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. The pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape if you were to pay me, say, a small fee. Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's making me rich. I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know. Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
All right, so that was Sheila, the first of 4 other playable characters we will unlock throughout the game. And she's my favorite because she's a kangaroo and she's awesome. So basically what we want to do every time we get here is release the person first, like the character first. Each one will have them locked up. And then we're going to want to do their world or their level right away. Because they actually do show up in other levels that aren't, entirely related to them. And you need to have completed their level first before they will open up. I don't want to talk to that guy. You need to have finished their level first before they will be available in the other level. If you go, you see the area and there will be a sign with their name and then it says taking care of stuff at home, be here later or something. But once they're done with that, then they'll be available in every level. So we are actually going to go take care of Sheila's Alp in the next part. And until then, thank you very much for watching. You're all amazing and awesome people, and I will see you later.